All right, it is now time. It is the moment we've been waiting for a long time, and it is time to deliver Model S. Yes! Yes! All right. Okay. Now, this has been not an overnight thing. This has been coming for a while. There are people here who have been working on this for 3 or 4 years. And there are a lot of people who said this day would never come. But at Tesla, we don't even think about them. We don't think about them. What we think about is the people who ensured that we are here today. There are 2,300 Roadster owners out there driving all around the world today who helped us get here today. We thank every single one of them. And everything they taught us is in Model S. Everything. And speaking of Model S, there are 10,000 people out there around the world who have had confidence in us and have reservations for a car they've never even driven. Most of them have never even sat in it. And there are 10,000 of them out there who have inspired us to make sure today happens. So we have a message today. On behalf of all Roadster owners, Model S reservation holders, every employee here today, every employee out there on the web visiting us today, I have 3 words. We did it! That's right. Yeah. And support comes in all different ways. And, you know, we work in a wonderful, wonderful place, an incredible place called California. And we have a special guest with us today who has been a longtime supporter. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome today to the governor of the great state of California, Governor Jerry Brown. Jerry. Thank you for being here. All your own.
Okay, thank you. So, it's a pretty, very impressive crowd here, and it's another example of California on the move. Cutting edge technology, picking up where others left off. And one thing we have here, it's not business as usual. For the people who got Tesla going, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of risk-taking, a lot of money, and also, yes, help from the government as well. It's all of us together. Now, we got a lot of critics in different parts of the country that try to make light of California. They say, you know, we don't know how to get it done. The fact is, whether it's Silicon Valley or Tesla or medical research or our environment or anything else, California has its issues, but all of you are part of a state that is leading the country, if not the world, and this car is just another example of boldness at a time when there's too many people slinking around, afraid to get out ahead and take the chances that make for great outcomes. So I just wanted to be here to be part of something. I certainly had nothing to do with this other than I'm a Californian. I love it when other people spend their money and make great stuff. This is a great car. You're a bunch of great workers. Thank you. Thanks. So, You're pretty excited here. I might have to get you in some kind of a political operation. But seriously, I think it is really important that as California makes progress, we recognize that. And it's not just about one part of the state, it's about us who do the dirty work in government. It's business who has to do their stuff, the bankers and the investors, and then it's you, the workers, that actually turn stuff into reality. So thank you very much, and hopefully these cars are going to keep coming by the thousands, the tens of thousands, then the hundreds of thousands, then the millions. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much. Now, when you set out to build the best car in the world, one of the most important things you have to have is an incredible powertrain. Who better to do that and lead that charge than JB Straubel? Ladies and gentlemen, JB!
Hey everybody, this is truly an awesome day. It is hard to believe we're standing up here, in front of everybody, in front of all of you, with all these cars. This whole thing started, about 9 years ago with a simple idea at the time, to build the next great American car company and to build the best cars in the world, not just the best electric cars, but the best cars in the world, and to do all that with technology that didn't burn any petroleum, to help get us off oil completely. And it's pretty awesome to be at this point today where I think we can say without a doubt that we are doing both of those things and really hitting it out of the park on every level. And it's pretty awesome to see the cars here and to be about to deliver the first cars. That's almost the best feeling in the world. But I think slightly better than that even is seeing the team that we've built. I'm actually slightly more proud of the entire team and of all of you that have made this possible and will make the next steps possible, even than the technology we've put together. Because even today, more than ever in the past, the success of Tesla hinges on the awesome group that we've assembled. And I think it's really a testament to kind of the simple motto that we have of bringing together some of the most talented, most motivated, best people in the world, that's you guys, and turning them loose on an amazing problem and just unleashing their creativity, their curiosity, their excitement, and giving them a very targeted mission, which is essentially to make transportation sustainable, make the best cars in the world. And this is the result. We get these cars, we get this company. And it's not going to stop. This team is growing. We just passed 2,000 employees, which is a pretty awesome milestone. And it's all of you that are going to make the next versions of these cars as good as the first, if not better, than the next version beyond that. And this is a pretty awesome day. I'll just turn it over, leave it at that. I don't have words to really describe how proud I am of this entire team and seeing these cars roll off the line. It is an incredible day.
Terrific, please. Outstanding. So, it couldn't possibly be a Tesla unless it looked awesome. Who in the world could possibly do that better than Franz von Holzhausen? Franz, come on up, please.
Four years ago, not 9, 4 years ago, I walked into a little room in Hawthorne in a rocket factory and sat in front of a guy who held out his fist and said, "You can take the blue pill or you can take the red pill." I chose the red pill and entered into that wonderland and down the rabbit hole. And judging by all the red that's out here, so did you guys. And And we set out to change the world. You know, right after that moment, we sat down and we actually started talking about what Model S would be. And by that we, I meant Elon and I. And he wasn't wearing the cool shades or that long black jacket, but there was no thunderstorm in the background. But at that moment, it was pivotal because we started talking about what Model S could be. And he gave me a laundry list of things that didn't equal a sedan by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, 7 passengers, best aero efficiency, lowest center of gravity, your best 0 to 60 time in any sedan in the market, on and on and on. Best functionality, and of course, the best looking car in the world. Yeah, kind of a laundry list. And I thought, oh gosh, did I take the right pill? Anyways, I went back to the back end of that big building to a little tent where there were 4 guys, and we set out sculpting a car that hopefully, and I think you guys can probably attest to, will change the world. Now, it was 2008, and we were in a small, humble little environment aiming at taking on the best in the world, the best and the biggest and the baddest. 8 months later, we released our dream. It was a prototype we called Model S. And little over 3 years later, we're standing now in front of that dream. And not only does it hit every single one of those items on that list that we talked about 4 years ago, but it's actually gotten better. It is the safest sedan. It does hold 7 people. It is the most aero-efficient car. It has the lowest center of gravity. It is more functional than some crossover cars, let alone any sedan. And I think arguably, and you know, I might be swayed on this, it might be the most beautiful sedan in the marketplace. But you know, I think one of the things that's most inspiring and most amazing about the journey of these past 4 years is not just the humble beginnings of where we started as a brand, but the humbleness of the team and the people that you're standing next to right now. And you know, that drive, you know, that spirit of going down that rabbit hole and trying to change the world isn't for everybody, but it definitely is for the people in this room. And I couldn't imagine working in an environment and creating vehicles like these in any other place in the world. So thank you for letting me work with you. And man, imagine if this is where we're starting, imagine where we're going. That rabbit hole is pretty deep. Thanks.
So, I do a fair amount of interviews, and I was in Chicago one time, and they asked me, so what's a Tesla going to look like in 10 years? All I knew is this. I said, number 1, I know it's going to perform incredibly well. Number 2, I know it's going to look awesome. And number 3, I know it's going to do things no other car in the world does. There is no one who can drive us in that direction better than the person who is going to drive us to have the best car in the solar system, and is the only person who can actually go out and get it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elon Musk! Come on! Oh,
All right, that's true. All right. So, what is the Model S really all about? it's about breaking a spell. So the world has been under this illusion that electric cars cannot be as good as gasoline cars, that if you have to go with an electric car, you're accepting a product that's worse. What the Model S is fundamentally about is breaking that illusion. It's showing that an electric car can in fact be the best car in the world. That's what makes it really important. Yeah. So what we believe customers will discover, as we've talked about a little already, is that this is the best car in every dimension that matters, whether it's performance, safety, handling, the interior, the technology, the interface, the styling, aesthetics. It's really something that's fundamentally better. And I mean, that's thanks to the fantastic team we have here at Tesla. So I just want to say thank you guys for your rock. So, there's a few more thank yous that are in order. It's been such a pleasure to work with the whole Tesla team. You've heard from JB, who's been central to driving the technology, Franz, who's been key to figuring out the overall product, the aesthetics, the interface, and what it feels like to have this car. And then there were also people like Gilbert and Doug in manufacturing, Jerome, who's the Model S program manager, is Deepak in finance. We've got such a great team. It's really been an incredible team effort. Also, I'd like to thank NHTSA, and we have Mr. Strickland here, who's right there. Thank you. We appreciate working with NHTSA because we share NHTSA's goal of making automotive transport much safer. And we're really aspiring with the Model S to create a new benchmark in automotive safety. So we really appreciate working with you in that regard. And we also appreciate the Department of Energy and Mike Mates. Thank you for standing by us all this time. And we hope to really do good by the Department of Energy and show that the support was warranted and that there's a fundamental good that's been achieved. So thank you. So, yeah. And then, of course, there is this plant itself, which at one point employed 5,000 people when it was called NUMMI. And the long-term goal of Tesla, we already have 2,000 people, is to exceed that in employment. That is, and we're proud to employ a lot of ex-NUMMI workers here, and really show that high-tech manufacturing, automotive manufacturing can be done in California, in fact, even in the Bay Area, and make the best cars in the world. So really looking forward to that. Thank you.
Are you ready? It's time.
It's time.
It's time. It's time to start delivering Model S. So these first three cars are going to take advantage of what we call Tesla Personal Delivery. Well, what is Tesla Personal Delivery? Tesla Personal Delivery is when we deliver your car anywhere that makes you smile. We'll deliver it to your house. We'll deliver it to your office. We'll deliver it to your hotel on vacation. Anywhere that makes you smile. We even have some that are already taking delivery in Disneyland because that's where it makes them smile. And that's what we're doing. So these first three cars are going to go Tesla Personal Delivery. So Gilbert, would you please take this car to Chicago, Illinois? And Deepak, would you please take this car to Chicago, Illinois? And Peter, would you please take this car to Palo Alto, California? Go. Let's go. It's time to give some people some keys. First up, Jeff Skoll. Jeff, would you please come up here?
One of the things that's important is presentation. So give Jeff his car keys. You want to sort of open that up. And so the car key is actually a small representation of the car. And then if you want to open the trunk, you can just press the trunk, and to open the front, you can just press the front. And to lock and unlock the car, you can just press the hood. So it's like a little tiny version of the car. Anyway.
Amazing. Beautiful.
Thanks. All right. Thank you.
Next, Nancy, come on up. There she is.
Okay. Oh, right, there we go.
We have keys for everyone.
Right, we have keys for everyone.
We have keys for everyone. Yes.
Here you go.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
I want to say this is for Elon Musk and the entire Tesla team. We're so proud of you. Thank you for making a beautiful car. Thank you for making a future we can be proud of. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy. Let's just open this up.
Bill Lee, please join us on stage.
Awesome. Thanks.
There you go. Well, Tim, it's your turn. Come on up, Tim Draper.
Thank you. Want me to say something? Sure. Thank you, all of you, for this incredible car. This is so great. Shout out to Draper University. I'm hoping you guys will become Elon Musks in the future. This guy's amazing. Thank you. This is
Constantine, it's your turn. Come on up. There you go.
Thanks so much. Awesome.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Hard to follow Tim.
The next thing we need to do is we need to capture this historic moment. Everybody over here? Everybody over here? Governor? Come on up.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. This is great.
All right? Cameras ready. All right. Here we go. On three, Tesla. 1, 2, 3. Tesla! So we're going to count it down, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go.